Hello, this is a short story called Who Needs Women? And anyone who knows me will know that is irony right there. Hope you enjoy it. Who Needs Women by Patrick Bell. Tom and Elaine had finally reached the point where they could sell Tom's yuppie house in Wapping and her small flat in Dalston, get married, and buy their forever home. So it was that they found themselves custodians of a 5-story townhouse in a smart South London suburb, smugly easing into a dinner party lifestyle with other young professionals. Tom decided that it would be generous of him to learn to cook, since, having gone through boarding school, university, and single life, he had only ever heated pizzas. How hard could it be? Anything women could do would be no problem. After all, he had a first in mechanical engineering and could sell salt to slugs. Tom decided that vegetable curry would reinforce his progressive status, as it did not even include meat. He purchased a copy of A Taste of India by Rafi Fernandez, and that evening arrived home having purchased all the ingredients listed for the mixed vegetable curry. He banished Elaine from the kitchen to paint her nails or read a magazine, leaving him to dive in and gain instant expertise as a chef. How hard could it be, with all the instructions listed on page 47? Stage 1. Prepare the vegetables. It started with cube the potatoes, but no dimensions were included for the cubes. Typical woman, he thought. What was he supposed to do? Make it up? Carrots were to be diced, which he assumed meant cut to the size of an average dice, but then the cauliflower was to be cut into florets. What on earth is a floret? The leeks were to be cut finely. Why couldn't she say 3 mil or 5 mil slices? The mange too had to be topped and tailed, so Tom arranged them next to each other, facing in opposite directions. Sorted. Despite the absence of clear specifications, this was a breeze, he mused. Commencing stage 2, he carefully weighed the ingredients out in accordance with the instructions, putting each vegetable type into separate containers around the room. Content to have completed both stages, not to have mentioned having devoured half a bottle of claret. If it was good enough for Keith Floyd, it was good enough for Tom. Stage 3 commenced with an instruction to heat a large pan with enough water to cook all the vegetables. Unsure where the pans were stored, Tom eventually stumbled upon a selection in a cupboard. However, looking around the room at the mounds of ingredients, it struck him that these paltry pans were too puny to contain any, let alone all. Searches through other cupboards revealed no further pans. Honestly, he thought, why could Elaine not even ensure that we had enough kit for cooking? Taking the largest of the piddly pans upstairs to the main room, Tom asked Elaine where the big pans were. That is it, she responded. Your Uncle George and Auntie Joy bought it from our wedding list. And TBH, I can't even imagine a pan that would be much bigger. Well, it's not big enough for the proper type of cooking that Keith and I do, he exclaimed. It's useless, TB bloody H. She whispered, with the kind of rueful smile that mums give to sons in adverts. Let me come and see. Entering the kitchen, she recoiled slightly. Surrounded by the groaning piles of veg, she turned to Tom. What have you done? Me? Tom exclaimed. Me? I just followed that woman's so-called instructions. Where is the book? She said. Then, sharp as a razor and soft as a prayer, darling, you've made pounds of vegetables instead of ounces. Thank you.